So when I was at Kansas Wesleyan University, I had to take a course, and it was like the cycles of life or something like that. I forget what it was called. But we had a study. I'm sorry, I split my finger open earlier. Uh, but we had to study this doctor. She was a psychiatrist named Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. And she discusses the five stages of death. All right. It's like the grief of death. And for some reason at that time, I felt like I had to really internalize that, really absorb this concept of the five stages of death and what to expect. I didn't know. I was like in my 20s, but for some reason I was obsessed with this like concept. And I was wondering if it was true or not. So I went ahead and like studied it and tried to understand it. And over the years, I just kind of forgot about it. And then all of a sudden, it started popping back into my head recently because of the situations and conditions I've been existing in Salina, so Kansas, and how things have been going for me. So I'm going to read this for you real quick about who Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross is and her five stages of death that people go through before they die. So, introduced by psychiatrist Elizabeth Kubler-Ross in her 1969 book on death and dying, the five stages of dying describe common emotional responses that terminally ill patients experience: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. So, I think like the mnemonic device she uses is DABDA. They are not a rigid or linear sequence. Now, the five stages are explained in the following way. The first one is denial, shock and belief, acting as a self-defensive defense mechanism to duel the immediate weight of the diagnosis. So basically, when I got my shots, I was like, there is no way I'm being crippled. Like a month ago, I was walking 2 miles and now I'm crawling on the floor like a baby, like unable to take care of myself, basically take out the garbage, go do anything. I went from walking 2 miles 1 month to like crawling on the floor now as a baby. Okay. So anger, frustration, and resentment, often asking why me and directing outrage at family, medical staff, or higher powers. So that's basically, I was so angry. I went from walking 2 miles to now I'm walking on the floor like a baby, crawling all over the place like a human worm, and nobody's coming to my aid. So at this point, I'm assuming everyone's just thinking I'm just going to fucking die. So I'm angry as fuck with everyone. I'm like, you guys don't give a shit. I keep calling out everybody on the internet. I'm going viral for all my problems, and ain't nobody coming around. So I'm fucking angry at you guys. All right, now I hate everyone in this fucking town, and I need to get the fuck out. So now, bargaining, attempting to negotiate, often with God or medical providers, for more time or a way out of the inevitable. So I tried that. Uh, but I can't pay my bills. I don't have access to anything. I can't pay my rent. Every time I try to talk to my landlord about paying my rent, he totally like gives me a cold shoulder and runs away. Every time I call Boost Mobile, I'm like, I really need to pay my bill. They're like, well, your phone has indefinitely been suspended. So I'm assuming, I'm already dead at this point to them. They've muted everything, and then the whole conversation and everything. So, yeah, apparently, I have no access to the outside world when my internet goes down. So, depression, deep sadness, quiet grief, and mourning over impending losses, separation from loved ones, and loss of control. So, basically, I'm losing everything at this point. I lost my medical insurance, like Ryan White, Medicare, Medicaid. So, I'm not getting medication. I'm not getting medical help, nothing. Not even for my legs. In fact, I'm getting injections to get rid of me, euthanasia injections. Um, I'm losing my home. My landlord won't take my rent. I don't have any food. Um, I don't have a car to go anywhere. So, you know, at this point, I'm hitting rock bottom. I'm crippled. I'm about to be homeless. I ain't got no food. I ain't got no medicine. So basically, I know the only thing that's going to happen at this point is I'm going to fucking die. All right. So I'm either going to get sick or die, or they're going to take me in and kill me. Either one. I don't know. Acceptance. So coming to terms with reality of the dying process and finding a sense of peace or detachment before the end. So basically, when I'm kicked out of here, out of my apartment after 20 years of living here, and I ain't got no place to go, no medicine, no food, no shelter, nothing. I accept it. There's only two options I have to do: die at that point, or fucking suck trucker dicks all the way to California and see if I can get some HIV medication. That's the only two options, because I know my current case manager, Noelle Schreiber, she is not going to budge in terms of helping me get the proper medical care I need. Important nuances of the model. Original context designed specifically for people facing their own terminal illness, through later expanded by authors to general grief and loss. Non-linear flow. People may skip stages, move back and forth between them, or experience multiple feelings at the same time. Descriptive, not rules. The framework serves only as a tool to help understand common human reactions rather than a mandatory roadmap for how a person should feel. So, yeah, that's how I feel right now. I'm at the acceptance stage. Teachers deserve coffee. For all the headache and stress of working all night long to come up with ideas to teach people about. Sometimes they need coffee to keep that extra boost going. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, so I accept that. I'm at the acceptance stage. I already know that fucking Salina, Kansas fucking hates me. So much so that my landlord is ensuring that I don't pay the rent, that I get kicked out, that Boost Mobile will not give me access to my phone so that I could pay my bills with them to unlock my bank account. Even though I told them that I can't walk and I have no way to get to my bank, they said you have to go to your bank. You have to call somebody and go to your bank. So, anyway. Wait a second, I'll be back. Something fell off. Didn't see it fall off, so I have to figure out where it went. My ear. There it is. Sorry, my obsidian. It's a glass stone made from a rock. It's not very expensive. Oh, fuck. You can find the rock anywhere on the ground in certain areas of the world. It's made by volcanoes. It's not like it's fucking gold. It's a rock of glass made by volcanoes. So plentiful. That's why it's black. It absorbs negative psychic energy. If people be giving you bad juju feels, it just goes right in and sends it right back. You know why? Because it was used for fortune telling back in the day. People used to look at it and read the future. So, yeah. Obsidian. It was meant for scrying, reading the future back in the day. Nostradamus had an obsidian stone, and he'd sit there and read fortunes on it all day. That's what he'd do. Fortunes, future predictions, obsidian. Yep, obsidian. Nostradamus. Do you know who Nostradamus is? You have to know. Do I have to explain it to you? But anyways, I'm at the acceptance stage of Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's 5 stages of death, grief for dying. I've already lost everything, right down to my ability to walk. Yeah. The only thing that's left is to die, right? Yeah. I hope you get that sentence too here pretty soon. You'd crack like a little bitch. Yeah. A little bitch. You can call out a death sentence, but you couldn't handle it. Even though you deserve one. An inhumane one, like, you know, a public execution. A shooting squad. Just one guy doing the shooting, not many, just one. A really bad shooter, too, you know, one of those really fucked up shooters. Like, get a 10-year-old kid to do it for fun. Right in front of everybody on, like, YouTube Live. We all can't wait to see it. It'll be the... Yeah, public execution. Shooting squad. Done by one 10-year-old kid. That's a really bad shooter. Sounds fun. They'll shoot your eye out kind of deal. Like, you know, make an example. Because that's what they're trying to do to me. So if I like hop train and suck dick all the way to fucking California for HIV medications, yeah, I might have a chance to skip the acceptance part of my death sentence. So, yeah, yeah. Hopefully I can divert this whole 5 stages of grief by Elizabeth Kubler-Ross by just sucking dick to California to get HIV meds. I guess sometimes you gotta bargain for the devil, with the devil to kind of, I would say that's a calculated risk, not a dumb mistake. Yeah, calculated risk. Sucking trucker dicks all the way to California so that I can get to an HIV clinic and get free medicine so I don't die. Calculated risk. Survival. Sounds good. Blowjobs to California. I'm going to put that on the side. But I won't put HIV or anything because that might, stop people from yeah. I'm just gonna say blowjobs to California, ass rides to Maine or something, New York City. I don't know. Where I know that actually give you your HIV medication. They don't give you like concoctions of like, I don't know, dog euthanasia medicine. Because you tell them the truth about what really happens to unwanted pets, and the whole town goes apeshit about it. And it's like, it's the truth. What are you gonna do about it? Build a pet cemetery for 1,000 dogs and cats every fucking day? I mean, come on. Not all of us wanted to attend that, Not all of us want to attend a fucking, dog and cat, fucking, funeral service. Yeah, great. A dog and cat funeral service, just what we need. So anyways, I've relegated my life down to the concept in the final stage of Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's 5 stages of grief. I'm at the acceptance level. Anytime, Anytime, let's go. Anytime. But yeah, the Mexican football team totally killed it out here. Totally. Yeah. They should get paid what the maintenance man gets paid, plus more. It still looks like money today. I've never seen the maintenance man do a job like that. I bet, yeah. Anyways. I'm sorry, this is a flex, just to say. This is a flex. Look at that. Still looking like money underneath there, right? Still looking like money. Anyways. I know who's gonna be doing my fucking royal garden if I'm ever rich in heaven. They're gonna be like remembered forever. Have it as like the best royal gardener. Gonna be in history books. The famous gardener, Jose Ortega, known for his beautiful, arrangements of some of the most beautiful flowers and trees of the region, rivaling only the Palace of Versailles garden. That gardener. But we know who Jose Ortega is, the famous Versailles gardener. He has been known as the landscapist that everybody wants in the world. Yeah. Just look at that. And he don't even get paid the amount that my maintenance man does. I mean, come on. Last time I saw my maintenance man do a cleanup, everything was a mess. Yeah, everything was a fucking mess. Grass clippings everywhere. Just a fucking mess. It's like, boy, that's the shit meth heads do. They just make messes and run away. But anyways. But yeah, Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, acceptance. At least she's, at least Jose Ortega on the Mexican football team should be remembered as the greatest artist landscapist in the world. And he should be invited to some of the greatest, like, elite people to to be like their head gardener, man, to make their gardens like artwork. And he should be in history books for all of his glory and abilities and skills and talents. Because he started off as a Mexican football team player, and now he's a world-renowned landscapist, famous for his artwork in landscaping, rivaling the top gardeners at the Palace of Versailles in France. Louis XV style, royalty, elite, landscape gardener artist. Remembered in history books forever for his artwork, if you know what I mean. Bye-bye. You know what some people call that? You know what it's called in history books? Like art history books, people that do that kind of stuff. They're called earthwork artists. Earthwork. Yeah. They use uh, earth. Earthwork artists like Andy Goldsmith. Or Andy, let's see, who's Andy Goldsmith? Is it Andy Goldsmith? Very famous. Famous white dude. He does really amazing, like, parts of freaking artwork, but with earth. Andy Goldwater or Andy Goldsmith? I can't remember. Let me look it up. Andy Gold. Yeah, here. Goldsworthy. Yeah, this is him. Andy Goldsworthy. Yeah. Can you imagine him being your gardener? Like, look at this stuff. He's an earthworks artist. This is stuff. Can you imagine walking into your garden and it looking like this? And Jose Ortega, who was once on the Mexican football team, totally did this shit for you in your garden. I'd be like, oh my fucking God, hurry up and call the Metropolitan Museum of Art and start taking pictures of Jose Ortega's, like, earthwork, landscape, gardening masterpieces. Like, ain't nobody gonna have this kind of garden anywhere. And there's only one guy who was on a Mexican football team that created your garden to look like a walking fantasy artwork. Way to go, Mexican football team. Another score for FIFA World Cup Series. Yep. Y'all gonna be the champions this year at FIFA. Way to go. Jose Ortega. Once a football, Mexican football player, is now a world-renowned artist, sculptor for some of the greatest, like, gardens and of elite people in the world, because he makes artwork in their garden. And museums want to come over and take pictures of it. So, anyways, I'm still accepting that whole Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross 5 stages of grief thing. Acceptance. I'm trying to be a man about it. God gave me big balls for a reason. So I try to be a man about it. Bye.